Okay, class 8A1, 8C1, and 8D1. Obviously, you guys are all taking the MAPS exam today, so your social studies assignment will be asynchronatic, meaning you're just doing it on your own. Very straightforward stuff. This would be a lesson where I wouldn't be doing much direct teaching anyway. You guys would be kind of working mostly on your own. This is your last lesson before the start of the midterm review, which is next week. This gets us to around halfway through Unit 4, maybe a little less than halfway through Unit 4. So this is where we stop and take our midterm. So if you notice, you are going to be doing some political cartoon practice. Now I'll go over what political cartoons really are in a second, but all of these political cartoons are related to industrialization or immigration. Some of the questions are very easy, very straightforward. Okay, they're going to ask you very basic questions. That's okay because this is just some practice. Some will be a little tougher, but you have a total of 3 political cartoons and then 2 practice Regents questions. All right. So you see the assignment when you get through it. You will not be able to highlight because it's a picture. So you're just going to write the answers for number 25 and number 19 here. All right. So you will do this in a second. First off, I want to say a couple things about political cartoons. You don't need to write this down. This is just a little bit of a little help for you. After around 1870, 1880, there is a job called a political cartoonist that becomes a lot more popular. You know, people that draw cartoons of politics that are going on, they become a lot more popular throughout this time. So, you know, towards the middle part of your Regents exam, you usually see a couple political cartoons. Some will be multiple choice, some will be in DBQs, the short answers. So, you know, it's good to become a little bit more familiar about these at this point. So political cartoons are a drawing or often including caricature made for the purpose of conveying editorial commentary, meaning, you know, a perspective or bias on politics, politicians, or current events. All right, so tips to follow when you get a political cartoon. So not that you want to take your time with it, but you definitely want to just pay attention to detail. A political cartoonist has a lot of time to draw this, and the pictures usually aren't that tough to look at. Usually they're pretty straightforward, but all of the details matter. So make sure that you're looking at all parts of the picture. If you just look at the middle of the picture, you fail to notice, you know, some of the minor details that could help you bring some more information about the particular topic. So you're looking at all parts of it. You know, I'm not going to go over really the first one, but I'll show you like kind of how I do this in a second. And then you want to ask yourself certain questions. Okay, you know, who's in the cartoon? Like, who are the characters that they're portraying? All right, what is the cartoonist trying to tell us? Okay, what is their message of the cartoon, and what side is the cartoonist on? Are they for what's going on, or are they against what's going on? So, like, we'll do this here. It's just practice. If you go to the doc, all right, you look along with me. All right, so you kind of notice a couple things. So you see, basically, you have people, you know, holding up a raft of looks like some wealthy businessmen. Okay, that's what it kind of looks like. But as you can tell, there's a lot of writing. Okay, there's a lot of things that you're kind of looking at here. So you see cloth, linens, iron workers, lumber, right? And then there seems to be sitting on millions. Okay, so I'm gonna ask myself, who's in this picture? Well, this looks like, you know, the captains of industry or the robber barons or the bosses of company. They look very rich and very wealthy. I notice that these are probably looking like, you know, the workers. Okay. So that's, you know, kind of the message there. Okay, what's the next question? What is the cartoonist trying to tell us? Okay, well, I think the cartoonist is trying to tell us that the people here are the ones holding up the boat, holding up the raft. They're the ones kind of doing everything to make these people rich and happy. Okay, to be on top of the raft and to be floating and be okay. All right. Next one. What side is the cartoonist on? Well, it definitely looks like he's trying to point out, you know, how unfairly, I guess, these people down here are being treated, holding everyone up, doing all these things. They post the wages. Okay, so you can kind of tell that the cartoonist is probably trying to exploit and probably trying to show that, you know, the workers are doing all of the work, but and holding up the raft, but, you know, maybe aren't being paid too much. Okay, so this is like a way that you should kind of approach these. If you look closely in the water, I'm not even going to show you. If you look closely in the water, there's also a big message in the water. So you can take a look around the water and see what that message is. And this kind of goes through, you know, how political cartoons work, trying to take a look at all the details. All right, so you guys are gonna work on this. Once you're done, you turn it in, and then we get ready for our midterm review next week. All right, have a good day.